one of the key drivers for ClearDox was for us to be able to enter into new businesses that were scalable. The last thing we want to do is to be throwing people at very manual processes. One of the most manual businesses in my 35-year career was when we were in the grains business. And the issue with the grains business was that it was on export, and we were dealing with containers of grain going to the Asian markets. All of our customers we sold to on documentary credits. This was during a time when the prices were extremely volatile against us, but we wanted to make sure that before we put anything on a cargo ship, we wanted to make sure that we had a documentary letter of credit. Every single container, and everybody has seen them on the trucks, they have a 20-digit alphanumeric identifier for each container. And on the, I'm going to say a dozen different export documents, you have to identify each container by that code. It also has to have the quantity, the tare weights, and you have to make sure that on a documentary letter of credit, the last thing you want to find out is that there's a discrepancy after you've loaded that on a cargo and it has moved to a customer who is probably buying it at a higher price, probably bought it at a higher price than when the current market is. If you have an issue with that documentary letter of credit with any single one of those 12 documents per container, you're giving your competitor or your customer the opportunity to walk away from that transaction and to buy at a lower price. So ClearDox allowed us to take all of that manual reconciliation between phytosanitary documents, the bill of lading, the inspection reports. We were able to basically reconcile between those documents to make sure that each of those container numbers, weights, origins were all perfect, so that when we were able to make a presentation to the buyer's bank, we were able to be paid in full. That wasn't the case before ClearDox. So it was a huge win from an operational risk perspective to, embrace ClearDox, and our team basically noticed the difference the first month that we were on the system.